We as parents can be the reason for temper tantrum. To be very precise, parents can establish the pattern of temper tantrum. How? There is not something called a kind of a formula that will work for temper tantrum. No. Because each child is different and each child may throw tantrums for different reasons. But there are certain general best practices which we can use it, which is good to learn, to apply or to handle temper tantrums in a healthy way. Welcome to Transformational Nurturing Clips. Today we are going to talk about temper tantrums. There are numerous reasons for a child to throw temper tantrums. For a child under the age of 3, it can be developmentally normal for the child to throw tantrums because for many reasons, like the child is bored or the child is frustrated because of sensory overload like noise or bright lights. Sometimes a child can be merely hungry or feeling sleepy, and the child just communicates it through tantrums. So these are basically because the child doesn't know how to communicate. The language development is yet to happen. So it is not fully developed. So they are not able to communicate. So they may throw tantrums. For the older children, for the age about 3 or 4 years, they may throw tantrums for many other reasons. It can be to seek the attention of parents, to validate their feelings, or just to get their approval. Sometimes it can be because they want to test the boundaries set by parents. For example, if parent is setting limitation for screen time, they just want to change it or they just want to push the boundary limitation, so they may throw tantrums. Other reasons can be they just want to demand certain things through tantrums, and if it works, they take it as a pattern. Because if they want something to happen in their own way, they try different methodology. One such method is temper tantrum. So these are many reasons why a child may throw temper tantrums. Sometimes we as parents can be the reason for temper tantrum, or I would, to be very precise, parents can establish the pattern of temper tantrum. How? For any reason, if a child throws temper tantrum, if we give in to the child or if we respond to the temper tantrum in a different way, in an unhealthy pattern, we actually establish the pattern of temper tantrums. We'll see how it works. See, for example, if a child is getting irritated or frustrated, throwing tantrum to seek attention, and if you give attention, may it be positive or negative, still the child receives what the child wanted. So we are establishing the pattern. Likewise, for example, if the child wants you to throws tantrum to push the limitation or boundaries, if they test the boundary and you give in to that, and if you change the boundaries, if there is not a set boundary, clear communicated boundaries, then we are actually establishing the pattern of tantrums, because for the child the message received is, if it works, temper tantrum actually helped them to push the boundaries. Temper tantrum had helped them to receive the attention. Temper tantrum had helped them, get certain things in their own way. Okay, so that is the message the children get. So naturally, the children try to use the same pattern again when they need something. So this is how, as parents, when we are not aware of how to respond to temper tantrum, we, without our knowledge, we establish the pattern of temper tantrum. So let's see how to handle temper tantrum in a better way. As we all know, as parents, children are unique. Each child is different. Like if you have 2 kids or 3 kids, Each child is different. One child is easy, is not finicky about food, easy to put them to sleep. But on the other hand, the other child will be very finicky about food. We cannot soothe the child to sleep. They are very different. So there is nothing called one size fits all strategy to handle temper tantrum. We have to be very clear about this. Okay, so I repeat, there is no one size fits all, or there is not something called, a kind of a formula that will work for temper tantrum. No, because each child is different and each child may throw tantrums for different reasons. So but there are certain general best practices which we can use it, which is good to learn, to apply, or to handle temper tantrums in a healthy way, so that we don't establish the pattern of, this unhealthy pattern. So for the child under 3 years or 4 years old, where they throw tantrum to communicate something, their discomfort or pain or frustration or physical need, attend to them first. Regulate your emotion. When the child is tearing up, when the child is screaming, you have to first regulate your emotions. Calm down your emotion, stay silent, then get to the child and attend to the need of the child. Okay, that will pacify. It's not pacifying. That will soothe the child to sleep, or it help the child. On the other hand, the older children who throw tantrums for different other reasons, as I mentioned earlier, these children need different kind of response. Again, the first point is you have to first check your readiness to handle them, emotional readiness. You have to regulate your emotion. And second, guide them or give them right options. See, for example, a child is trying to push the boundary, the screen time. If I'm saying it is just 20 minutes screen time, and the child is throwing tantrum to push 20 minutes to 30 minutes, I'm not going to push my boundary, but rather I'm going to give them options like, okay, maybe for the 10 minutes you can go out and play, or you can have some outdoor game. Give some options. And if the child is not taking up the options and still continue to react in the same way, don't respond, please walk away. By doing this, we are actually helping the child to get out of the pattern of throwing temper tantrum. So calm down your emotions, give them the way, show them the way, the other options. If they are not agreeing to the options, you better walk away. Don't talk to the child or don't try convincing the child while the child is throwing temper tantrums. This works. Okay, so these are the few best strategies that would help you handle your children's temper tantrum in a better way, in a healthier way. Hope this message helps you. Subscribe for more tips on parenting. Thank you.